Well, we think employability is really important to a history degree for several reasons. The skills a history degree cultivates are absolutely essential in so many roles, and our students do go into all sorts of different careers: education, heritage, public sector, NGOs, and multinational corporations. History degrees cultivate a range of skills that we see as vital to students' postgraduate future. For instance, just take a few forms of our assessment. Essays are exercises in decision making, dissertations build up your research skills, and the source analysis that we do are absolutely vital in an age of decontextualised information for sifting what's real and credible from fake news. We also want you to become a skilled and adaptable communicator. We have a range of public history modules that introduce you to practitioners who try to relate their learning and knowledge to wider audiences. These modules give you an insight into what it's like to work in the likes of TV, the heritage industry, and education. We want our students to be able to stand out in a competitive job market. At department level, we'll encourage you to participate in extracurricular schemes like our Witness Oral History project that recovers the experience of life in Sheffield over the past 50 or 60 years. At the faculty level, we have excellent careers support, and at university too, you'll be able to access the careers service. We also encourage students to engage in research activities like the student undergraduate research experience, which involves working with a researcher over the summer of their second year. We provide as much support as possible to give students the little extra that they need on their CV to make the difference in the job market. Study of history involves looking at the sum total of human experience. It's an incredibly wide-ranging subject that cultivates both intellectual and emotional development. In that respect too, Sheffield is a great place to study it. We're renowned as a warm, friendly department, and we provide the kind of environment that will challenge you intellectually while helping you in your personal development. We'd love to have you here.